Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof. Oh, goodness me. How are we all doing today? I hope we're all doing well. Goodness me. I'm having a day. And by I'm having a day, I mean I slept most of the day after going to pick up my medication from the pharmacy, and the pharmacy telling me they didn't have it. Because my doctor forgot to put my prescription in with the pharmacy. So that was great. Yeah. Woo! Fun. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Good morning, good evening. I'm having trouble connecting to the server. Give me a moment. I need to check the dashboard very quickly. See what's going on here. Restart you. And I'll restart my Minecraft client for good measure. Hi, Dragon Reaper. No, today it was, my internet connection cut out halfway through my, intro screen, and yeah, I had to deal with that. No, other than that, Twitch has been relatively fine. But yes, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we all doing today? I hope we're all doing well. I do indeed. Okay, let's see if this functions this time. Downloading resource pack. Come on. Come on. All I'm asking is a little cooperation. Yay! There we go. Nice. Twitch won't load 5 streams. Are you watching 5 streams at the same time, Dragon Reaper? Is that what you're doing? Because if that's what you're doing, I can see why Twitch might have difficulty with that. No. Okay, then I don't know. I don't know. Twitch being twitchy again. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sorry to say. Okay. Campfire. There we go. Perfect. Hey, killer. Yes, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the Ghost Industries world. Welcome back. We today have a few different tasks. A few different things to do. So, hold on. Let's game mode spectator. So, what you're about to witness is going to defy mortal explanation. If I can actually get to an angle where I can show it to you. There we go. That's better. This is the interior of Ghost Industries. This is the many tunnels and passageways that curve throughout the world. It works. However, parts of it are disconnected. So up here, this is a new wing that I've been working on recently. This is the Agricultural Studies wing, or anything to do with biological and agricultural studies, essentially. And the only way that this is currently connected is through this elevator shaft, which is half built and not currently working. This is level 2. There needs to be a level 3 somewhere here-ish. Level 4 is the house. There needs to be a level 5 somewhere here, and then level 6 is agricultural department. Yeah. And in the spirit of things, we have the John Deere tractor colors on the floor, I think. But yes. This area is still under construction, as you can probably tell. We need to do more. Oh, excuse me. I am sleepy today. There's a lot to do. There's always a lot to do here in Ghost Industries. We need to finish the employee resources department. That's a thing that needs to happen. Yeah. We need to add some more rooms to this area. We need to make sure that this cafeteria actually has a cafeteria interior. A cafeteria interior. My cafeteria needs an interior. Yes. Anyway. We need to... Oh god. There is so much to do. There is so much to do. To do. Feel like a bird. I feel like a bird. Okay. Anyway. We might have some people join us today. I don't know. I don't know where everybody is at the moment. Everybody's all over the place. And I'm here. And I'm always here. Kind of. Oh. Why is that? Oopsie. There we go. Numbing food while lurking in chat? That's fair, Lal. That's fair. Okay, so. There are a few different things that we need to do today, including... I am thinking about ripping out and replacing most of the medical admin section. With more medical areas, essentially. Because medical is relatively small, right? Medical is relatively small, and realistically, for a facility this size, it needs to be bigger. And medical admin, following the design of most British hospitals, the administration section of medical is way bigger than medical itself. So I think we need to do some adjustments. Just some small adjustments. Oh, sleepy. And I suppose the starting adjustment is to replace flooring. Also, how close is... Yeah, okay. I thought as much. Okay, let's start ripping this out. And we will rebuild this as is necessary. This does not need ceiling lights. There's lights all throughout the walls. What was I thinking? Over the past few days, chat, I have been rather occupied. And when I say I've been rather occupied, I have been occupied by that most eloquent, I suppose you could say, of Fascination's storytelling. A few days ago, I decided to take a look at my archive, if you will, of short stories and long stories, and I realized that I haven't actually written anything properly in months. Quite literal months. So I decided that the best thing to do to resolve this issue, right, would be to, essentially, would be to... Why is this all... Okay, fine. Would be to actually take some of my old writing and rewrite it, which I will say has been a chore and a half, but I have also been enjoying it. Very much so. However, I have decided that I'm going to write these stories a little bit in collaboration with everyone who supports me. So, it is very likely that if you're a Patreon supporter, you will see sneak previews of these stories over on Patreon. So if you are interested in reading about a completely different world, then I highly recommend the Patreon. Because, yeah, it'll be interesting. And also, I need to put more stuff on the Patreon, I will admit. Oh dear, I have the hiccups. Oh goodness. Oh no, that's not good. Hold on, I need to... Okay, hopefully that'll fix it. Wow. Yes, what was I saying? Something about... something. Why is that... How did you get down there? How did you... What the... How? Seriously? There's... Okay, fine. Fine. Yes, story on Patreon. So, essentially, what I'm thinking... Hey, Proton Pixie! Welcome. We are on the Ghost Industries world today. We are doing a bit of set design work, fixing up some old builds. Some Prime Video leftovers? Alright. Where's the edge of this? Is it this? I think it's this. Boop. I'm clearing out old areas because I was never happy with how they looked, and replacing them with new areas that hopefully I will be more happy with how they look. That's the staircase. Ooh, there's redstone up here. I think that's relatively important for something, but I don't remember what. Okay. Okay, this section is going to be, for the most part, left the same. I think we could make the corridors smaller. They do not need to be this big. Not in this area, anyway. But maybe that's just me. That can go. No, hold on. Where are you coming from? How? Oh, okay, there's a hole in the wall. Okay. Villagers just appearing out of nowhere. Very odd. Very odd behavior. That was incorrect. Something's off here. Wait, what's going on here? What is that? Fine. That needs to go there. That needs to go there. There we go. I think that doesn't really fix it, but fine. No, Lal, it's fine for now. I'm just confused as to where they're appearing from. I need to change the lighting in the ceilings. Some of it's off. Wait, is that? Okay, no. Be like that. Take this away real quick. It is not necessary. Yeah, these hallways are way too big. They do not need to be this big. Okay, so let's move this forward by one. Hey, Cass! Welcome. Murder is always on Malnable's mind. That's kind of the only thing they think about. Well, murder and cannibalism, but you know. Welcome to the dark side. Oh, that has to be this. There we go. Ooh. And lurking while you get some work done? Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Set that to 0. Okay. And we'll design the rest of the medical section the same way we have down here. So it's 4 tall, 5 wide. We should probably have an elevator in medical. That kinda makes sense, honestly. Go there. We need magenta concrete because this is a library and as such it falls under the purview of the archives department. Eventually what I do want to do is make it so that all the various branches of Ghost Industries have... Well, all the various libraries of Ghost Industries actually have books in them. Proper written books all throughout every library area. But that is going to take a little bit of time. So I will think about that later. Go. I mean, I do get that you are talking about a different director, Cass. However, I should probably point out, in my universe, I am the director. That is my official title. I am the director, Lucian V. Ghost Esquire. So, and as for Dark Turns, well, there's already been a lot of those. Okay, let's bring it in here, I think. No, we want additional separations. This is 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. And make this into block quartz. No, quartz block. It's quartz block. There we go. Okay. So this gives us room for some areas. Room for some... Yes, that's very descriptive, Lucian. Room for some areas. It gives us room to build. Okay. And we need smooth quartz. What's that? And the rest can be normal quartz for the ceilings. Yeah, that looks fine. Oh, dearie me. But yes. Welcome, Cass. Welcome to all the people lurking. I can see the number of chatters, and I can see the number of viewers, and they are very different. I see you, all you little lurkers out there, and the people who are watching the VOD after this. Like, it's really interesting, actually. I was looking at the viewer numbers according to how many people actually watch the VODs after the fact. And where, like, during stream we usually get 10 to 12 people, the VODs have like 60 to 70 people that watch them. So I see you, VOD people, and I appreciate you, and I know that you're there, and I am very thankful, because it makes all of this world bearable. It truly does. Okay, 3, and then another 3. Is that 3? That is 3. And we'll put 2 rooms here. Okay. Break the glass here. What? How did I do the ceiling down here? Is it half blocks? No, it's full blocks. It's full blocks using lanterns, though. I need to change that. Toot, 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 toot. Wait, that's why this area feels so weird, isn't it? Ah. Because these have been built in a completely different way. Okay, hold on. There we go. That makes way more sense. Okay, this is fine. There we go. Okay. Looking on YouTube so you get that watch time? Fair enough. I mean, chat on YouTube is something that I can also see. So, le gasp indeed. Hold on. Give me this. So for those of you who don't know what Ghost Industries is, welcome to Ghost Industries. We've got fun experiments. Ghost Industries is my little, it's my baby. It's my baby. This is my world. This is my strange and wonderful place where I conduct mad science experiments, and we do mod reviews on occasion when I actually get the motivation to write a script. That is, yeah. This is Ghost Industries Ltd. There is an entire wiki if you're interested in the lore for this place. But essentially, it is the place that I have been building for the past 8 to 10 years at this point. I've been... The first video of this world was published in 2014. Sure, Lal, sure. I should just do a command, shouldn't I? Oh, that's a complicated question, Cass. Let me quickly show you... let me turn on... Well, no, actually. Let me quickly show you what I mean by that. We're gonna disconnect and we're gonna look at some of the older worlds. So, this one is what we did before. Yes, I know what I'm doing. So, welcome to an older version of the world. This is a version of the world where I quite literally chopped away all of the terrain, and then stole away the labs. Yeah. This is how we kept the world stable for the Caves and Cliffs update. We literally stole away the terrain and pasted the labs into a new world and then started clearing them out by hand. Now, as you can see, some of the terrain is completely custom, but also some of it is not, and we cleared that out and rebuilt it later. But, yeah, there's a lot of additional stuff in this world that never made it because I wasn't happy with it. Like, for example, this. This is one of the airships that I built. I'm not entirely happy with this thing, to be honest. It's very gaudy. But yes, that is one of the worlds that we used to live in. I think this one's even older. Let's see if this one loads properly. Where am I? Oh yeah, this one's very old. So this is one of the even older worlds, variations of this. This is the original entrance hall for the Ghost Industries world. Yeah, let me see if we have a resource pack that is compatible. Probably the 1.12 version. No, not even the 1.12 version is old enough for this world. Wow, okay. Yeah. But back in these days, it was called Ghost Labs, not Ghost Industries. This is a really old version of the world. Oh. My airship's on fire. This is an extremely old version of the world, as you can probably tell by the weird artifacts and odd things that have happened across it. Yeah. It's a time. And there's a lot of odd stuff around here. But yeah. Yeah, and this is the old start screen that is also completely fucked. But, you know, we try. And this world has gone through... Well, I say this world. This design has gone through multiple different builds and multiple different worlds before we finally managed to get past the Caves and Cliffs update and started redesigning it. And we went from what you've just seen, which is a very old version of the world, to this design, where this is the entrance hall now. Instead of that weird cathedral-esque, like tiny cathedral-esque design, now we have this, which feels a lot more corporate, which is kind of the point. But yeah, We have a lot of interesting things. We even have vending machines for She's TM brand cans, which I still need to integrate into the texture pack, but you know. But yeah, so we've essentially been redesigning this entire place. Are you all? Okay, no. We've been redesigning this entire place to make it a little more up to date. Wait, hold on. Why? We can do better than that. There we go. Much better. But yeah, we've been redesigning this entire place to make it work a little bit better. You are not required there. There we go. Perfect. That's much cleaner. Okay. There's a hole in the wall. But yeah. So we essentially, we've been redesigning this place, rebuilding it, like a lot of things in my life. I looked at something old and went, I don't like this anymore, I'm gonna build something new. Because that's kind of what I do. Which may not be the healthiest thing in the world, to look back on my past and go, I can fix this. But you know, we try. We try. Okay. Oop. There we go. Perfect. Past is the past. It was fun, but yeah. I mean... Oh, that is the wrong block. The past is the past, but that doesn't mean we can't learn from it, is the way I see it. There's always stuff to learn. You are never too old to learn something new. And I've slowly been teaching myself improv, which is difficult when you're on your own, but you know. Yeah. Okay, hold on. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's do... Was that 11 or 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, just 11. Good. How was the contest build? The contest build was good. I don't know when the judging for the contest build is happening. I think it might be happening today, over on Roz's channel. But I have no idea when. So yeah. I try to stay well away from anything AI. And as a very specific point, actually, the other day, I got an email from essentially the DWP, the Department for Work and Pensions, saying, "We know that your mental health is bad. Here's an AI therapist." Which was fucking grim. Like, I'm sorry, but no. That's not on. Like, hold on, let me open up my email and I can tell you exactly what this thing is called. So this thing is called WISER, your mental health support empathetic AI chatbot. It is so grim that the Department for Work and Pensions went, oh, we know how to help people get back into work and not be stressed about work. Let's give them an AI, a chatbot to talk to about their mental health that we have definitely secured properly against the mental health chatbot being used in any way that could be bad, which they definitely haven't. Yeah, that was a thing that that I found out, and I looked at it and I was like, this is fucking grim. Yeah, I do not want HAL 9000 as my therapist. That's a very good way to phrase it, Alexander. It's bad. It's very bad. Hey, Scarlet. Yeah, it's just a time, honestly. Like, everybody in a high station, in a world where everything is going to shit, all the people in charge think that AI is the answer, and it is not. AI is being missold on so many levels. It's kind of disheartening, honestly. And it worries me, to be honest. It really does. If people are thinking that AI is this be-all, end-all of perfection, when it is literally just machine learning, it's going to get someone killed eventually, if it hasn't already. I mean, like, I'm sure that AI has its uses, and it does. It is very good at doing a specific thing. Like, for example, the fact that AI is really good at identifying cancer cells. That is something that AI, or more specifically, the machine learning element of AI, is very good at. Analyzing biological things and analyzing images and shapes and detecting specific things that a human might not be able to. But it needs regulation, and also most of the AI uses that are being seen in the media these days are AI uses that are actively taking away jobs from creative people, like voice acting and art and just video editing as well. It's not good. It's very not good. It's very not good. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree completely. Cass. I agree completely. Like, the other day, I was looking at possibly signing up with... well, I'm... Okay, as a voice actor, I am signed up with multiple, like, voice acting websites. However, as a voice actor, I'm poor, and the voice acting websites want me to pay to be able to apply to the jobs that they're offering. Which is a fucking scam! Not even pay to play, pay to work! It's awful. Like, Mandy and Voices 123 and all these other websites are consistently asking voice actors to pay a monthly subscription so that we can apply for the voice acting jobs that we need to live. It's bad. It's so bad. I'm fine. I just falling off things. Just regular falling off things times. Yeah, when I think of pay to play, I think of like video games. But yeah, no, I 100% get what you mean. Oh yeah, no, I have seen multiple voice acting jobs that are like, yeah, we're gonna pay you £200 for us to use your voice in perpetuity for these clips for a non-commercial thing to train AI. And I'm just like, no, you would have to pay me at least $500,000 for you to use my voice to train AI. Because you're literally taking my job away. Like, there is no sugarcoating it. It's literally just, oh, you want to train an AI with my voice? You are literally stealing my voice. I'm not into that. I'm not into that. Absolutely fucking not. Okay, we'll make this section of the area taller, and then this section will have the standard ceiling height. It's like the music producers back in the 40s and 50s stealing all the musicians' songs and giving them $20. Yep, it's bad. There was an entire episode of Leverage on this. As well. Like, an entire episode of Leverage dedicated to how music producers used to steal the original songs that people would come in and record for them and pay them like $10 for the song and then release it under their own name with slightly tweaked vocals. No. Technically, no, Lal. Like, you can copyright the things you record. By default, unless you are contracted in with a different company, anything that you record for yourself is copyrighted to you. But your voice is not one of the things that you can copyright, because it's not... It's not a, How do I explain this? Your voice isn't an object. It's, yeah, thank you, Scarlett. It's not a finished product. Your voice is not a finished product, thusly it cannot be copyrighted. And there are there are a few lawsuits going through at the moment about AI vocal manipulation and copyright for that. And that might change things. But who knows? We most certainly do not. Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, that'll do. Oh, I'm working on the Ghost Industries set. I'm working on the medical department at the moment. Yeah. Welcome to Ghost Industries. We've been doing redesigns and rebuilding it for the 1.21 update. And yeah, this is our little island. That cliff, custom built. That cliff, custom built. I hate terraforming so much. Like I have had to do so much terraforming by hand. I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to do any more. Oh gods. Okay. That line needs to be pink. Thank you, Scarlet. Thank you. But yes, I apologize everybody for bringing AI into this this conversation. I know it's a sour topic for a lot of us. But it is an important thing for people to know about. I would say. Oh, gods. Okay. It's annoying because AI is really good at identification, right? AI is really good at identifying specific things. There was an AI that was designed to recognize types of bread that is now being used to recognize cancer cells because the cancer cells were in the shape of croissants and stuff like that. And that's a really good use for AI. Creative stuff is not a good use for AI because that's something that is very much native to the human experience. So designing an AI to replace someone in a voice acting field or a video editing field or any field that involves creative license is a bad use of AI, in my opinion. It is not necessary. You can go to, like, I could go to a friend and say, hey, can you sketch me this tiny thing for like $20? And they'll go, yeah, sure, I can. We're all poor. I'll help. Like, art restoration. Would AI be good for art restoration? Huh. Sorry, I forget that I have a VTube avatar at the moment up. I was like, huh. Look at me and my face, but my face is already on the screen twice. I don't know. I don't know if AI would be a good use, if AI would be useful in art restoration. Unless we already have pictures of what the artist's intention was, or what the artist originally made. And even with that, the AI would have to be very specific to the artist itself, or the artist themselves. Because if the artist isn't around anymore, the AI would have to be trained on the paintings that the artist originally made. And only then could it properly extrapolate what the artist's original intent would have been for that painting. And I know that we already have trouble with, like, artists' painting restoration. Because a lot of people will look at an artist's restoration attempt and say, well, this doesn't look anything like what the rest of the painting looks like. And then other people will say, well, no, it looks exactly like what the rest of the painting looks like. And it'll be difficult to really tell the difference. Because everybody's view is subjective, I suppose. Like, everybody has a subjective view of what art is like, and what art means to them. And I suppose an AI in that situation could take away the bias of the art, but I'm not entirely certain that anyone would be happy with that. I don't know. I don't know if AI could be counted as if art restoration could be counted as a good use for AI. It's an interesting idea, but obviously I don't have the information to be able to make an informed decision on that, or to make an informed opinion on that. Like, I have no idea if I have... It's a very interesting question, and I wish I had more information, but I am consistent. I consistently put myself in the category of I do not have enough information to make an informed decision. With exception to a few select things, but generally speaking, I always feel like I can always learn something more. Okay. No, the hiccups are back. Ah, why? Why won't you leave me alone? Oh god. Okay. I don't know what any of these rooms are gonna have in them. If anyone has a decent idea of what is in a hospital, no, the hiccups. God. If anyone has a decent idea of what is in a hospital, yeah, give me some ideas for what we can put in these rooms. Oh god. Okay. They have a room for blood. A room for blood is definitely one way to describe it. My character is too tall. Let me in. No. I'm just gonna go through the floor. Emergency rooms, operating room, maternity ward, patient rooms, radiology, cafeteria, morgue. We have a cafeteria. Kind of. Cafeteria is through here. This is our cafeteria. There's no chairs at the moment. But we have a tea machine with hot water, tea, and milk. Milk? I'm not really entirely sure how to pronounce that. MRI machines. Height problems are real, I know. Also, like... Okay, interestingly enough, everybody, this is not the standard height for Minecraft characters. Generic... Hold on. Scale. Base. Set. That's the average height for a Minecraft character. That is the exact height of a Minecraft character. I am at 1.07. Hold on, I feel like I should actually be at 1.06. Yes, that makes more sense. I'm not quite 2 meters tall. We do have an isolation ward, actually. We have solitary confinement. Which is very small, admittedly. I need to do something with this area. Cleaning supplies. This room is kind of trashed. Maybe I should clean that up at some point. I'm scared if we put on my real height in game that I will not fit through the door anymore. I mean, your real height... okay, so, interestingly enough, everybody, I went to TwitchCon this year, and that's where I met Cass and Lal in real life. I met Lal for the first time in real life after knowing them for 8 years online. Lal has consistently said that they are 6'2", and I believed that. Turns out that they are not 6'2". They are between 6'3" and 6'4". Which doesn't sound like a lot until you realize that that's 2 inches taller than me. And I'm 6'2". Or I have been informed that I am 6'2". I think I might be like 6'1.5". I'm 184 centimeters tall. So yeah. Turns out Lal is a lot taller than I am. And that felt very weird to find out. Considering that Lal has consistently been telling me that they were shorter than me for 8 years. And as it turns out, they are not. So yeah. That's a thing that happened. But yeah, as I was saying, Lal, if we set you to your correct height in-game, you would probably be the exact height that my current player model is. Because I'm setting myself slightly taller than my usual height. Because I'm vain. Oh, well, that is very possible, actually, Scarlet. My back is not what it used to be, and I'm relatively sure that my spine is slightly warped, and I am getting slightly shorter. I know this because this is a thing that has happened in my family. My grandmother used to be quite a bit taller than she is now, and now she is very, very short. So, I never make characters my actual height either, Cass, but I have found that being shorter than my actual real-life height as a character makes me extraordinarily uncomfortable. I tried playing, like, a short, like, furry character in an MMO once, and I found myself feeling really bad. Like, I don't know why. I think I have height dysphoria? I'm not entirely sure. But I cannot be a short character. It makes me feel so off, and I don't know why. It's very odd. It's very odd indeed. Okay. I've gotten distracted again. Okay. So, I need to go through the floor. That is a sentence that you will hear quite often in this world. And I need to find these. Okay. currently we are working in the biomed sciences division, essentially. The pink line goes through the biomed sciences division. I have no idea what the pink line is yet. The blue line is psychiatry, and general therapy and all of that. And the white line, I don't know what that is either. So we need to figure some stuff out, I'm sure. What the... Wasn't there an ender chest there? Just vanished. There we go. Fracturing brakes? I mean, maybe. I was honestly thinking that the pink line could be gender studies, but it goes to so many different places. I mean, we don't need it to go to so many different places. Down here we do have therapy, and for some reason the blue line leads to physical therapy as well. The grey line is SCC division, but realistically this should be magenta, I think. Oh yes, welcome to the interface vault, everybody. This is where the robots are made. Red is weapons development, Raven. Would you like to join me in this world? Out of curiosity. Would you like to join me in this world, Raven? But yeah, red is weapons development. Because my brain went, well, red means boom, right? You can join me if you want as well, Cass. I don't know how interested you are in Minecraft. I do know that you're a little busy at the moment. So, you know, you're welcome to join in as well. I'm currently sitting in the streaming room of the Ghost Industries Discord. So if you guys wanna join that, if I can spell it right, there we go. Whoop. Not at present because I am poorly and I think your brain will implode, but definitely one day soon. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yes. There are many wondrous and strange things around the labs, including our little residential sector. This is our residential sector. It is covered in pride flags. Because where else was I going to put them? Fair enough, Cass. Fair enough. I need to put more pride flags around the place. But yeah, these little apartments are cool. This one's unfinished. It doesn't have a bed in it yet. These are my ideal studio apartments. This is what my ideal studio apartment looks like. It's got a private bathroom. It's got a nice little bed nook. It's got a desk. It's got a seating area, and it has a full kitchen. With a fridge, with a tall fridge. And here is where the gays live. Yes, we're all gay here. We're all gay here. Like, obviously, if I could paint the walls, I would. But sadly, I can't. The landlord won't let me. Oh, God. But yes. This is my ideal studio apartment built in Minecraft because I can't have it in real life because I'm poor. Oh, yes. Oh, dear. Yeah. What a time. What a time. And it has a balcony as well. I'd love to have a balcony. And they come in different flavors as well. This one comes in blues. And this one comes in reds. And then this one's empty. But this one's a different style of studio apartment. I didn't build this one. Book built this one. And this one looks really nice as well. I know what you mean, Cass. I know what you mean. Oh, a garden. The thing most of us aspire to but can never have. Oh, yes. We live in a society that is slowly killing us, and no one in power cares enough to do anything about it. Sorry, I'm getting into one of my anti-capitalist rants again. I apologize. Oh yeah, no, my ambitions are not high. Like, I know that back in the day, I may have dreamed of once upon a time owning a manor house. Nowadays, it's like, I would like a 1-bedroom apartment, maybe? Could I have that? It's bad. It's bad. Oh, gods. Just saying that makes me feel awful. It's like, right, yes, that's how bad our economy is. Wonderful. Is Brighton expensive? Are bears furry? Is the world round? Is Elon Musk hated by most of the gay community? To answer your question properly, Cass, yes, Brighton is expensive. Your average bedsit apartment, which is essentially a studio apartment with a shared bathroom, is around about £1,000. That's how bad it is. It's appalling. It's awful. Yeah. I live on the edge of Brighton, and I still have to pay £695 a month in rent. And my apartment, I'm looking around it right now, I can barely move in here. I can barely move. It's like trying to squeeze past a dozen different pieces of furniture. It's like being a bull in a china shop, except that the china shop is your house. It's bad. It's bad. Like, actually, that's for a 1-bed? Yeah, no. Like, $750 for a 1-bed in Brighton is cheap. Actually, let me very quickly show you guys something. We're gonna go. Hold on. Do I have anything? No. We're gonna go to.
I'm afraid I've become edgy.
Hi, Corv. We're gonna go to this screen. Hi, everybody. You can see my VTube avatar down here, down in the corner. That's how it's capturing. Okay. No. Okay, so this is Rightmove. This is the area that I would like to live in. These are all the properties to rent in the area that I would like to live in. Right? Let's narrow this down. We can't live in a retirement home, or a house share, or student accommodation. Immediately thinning the group. Now, let's set it to max beds. Max beds, 1 bed. Immediately thins it further. Now, let's set the price. This is where it hurts. I can afford £700 per calendar month. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. Here we go. Those are my options. Let's take a look at the options. One of them's a garage. One of them's a garage. Let's up the minimum price to $450 because there's nothing below $450 that is habitable. That immediately removes more options. Our final options. A studio flat, bed-sitting studio room, has a shared bathroom. A apartment that has been on here for 6 months and nobody replies for. A bedsit. A bedsit. A bedsit. Another bedsit. And 2 studio flats. These 2 studio flats are the only options, essentially, at the moment for this selection. We have a ground floor studio flat that looks terrifying. The bathroom looks fine, but the rest of it looks like well, it looks like I might get moldy just looking at it. And the other one. This one looks really nice. It's £650 per calendar month. Or is it? Because in the description they list a completely different price. This one is relatively decent, except for the fact that you don't get an oven or a microwave, you just get a hot plate. So yeah. Those are the inner price range options in Brighton. If we go up by £100, we get 2 extra options. This one looks relatively nice. Until you realize that it's a bedsit with a shared bathroom. Well, the thing is, the place I'm living in right now has an oven, Raven. It has an oven, and it's relatively affordable. The only problem is, the place I'm living in now is over here, and I'd like to live closer to everything, essentially, which is my only complaint about this place that I'm living in right now, other than the fact that the bathroom's a little weird, and the heating doesn't really work, and, well, it's falling apart. You know, it's a time. This one's new. What's this one like? Let's see. Oh, this one has an oven. It's £775 per calendar month. And it has a bathroom. This one's not too bad, actually, all things considered. It's a little weird, but they've managed something. I've been looking at our local area alongside you, and it's almost exactly the same. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. Honestly, this place doesn't look too bad, actually. I'm sorry, we've gone to we've turned this into a house hunting stream. I apologize, everybody. Yeah, where is it? It's in Kemp Town, which isn't too far from everything. I think there's a Lidl somewhere around this side, so it's actually quite close to shops and stuff. Let's take a look at housing prices in weird places. Sure. Let's take a look at housing prices. Hold on, I'm gonna quickly save that one. Because this actually might be an option. It's still way out of my price range, but Oh, you want to take a look at Scotland? Oh, yes. Let's take a look at Scotland. Okay. Rent. Property to rent. Let's take a look at Scotland. Let's go Glasgow first. Because Glasgow is going to be a place that is actually viable to rent from. Obviously, we're going to set the max price range to 700, number of bedrooms to 1. Find properties. We're going to do the visual area. Within the Glasgow area... Hold on. Show me the... There we go. Within the Glasgow area, and we're actually going to narrow this down a little to Glasgow City Centre. This is Glasgow City Centre. Properties under £700 a month, over 450. One property, but it's a studio flat in the city centre, and it has a bathroom for £700 a month in the city centre. That's fucking awesome. That's perfect. Look, they even provide you with a floor plan. It's so rare down here to see an apartment that has a floor plan on it. Like, my god. My god. Cass, thank you for the subscription with Prime. That is most appreciated. Most appreciate? That is most appreciated. There we go. I do appreciate you, though. But yes. Okay, let's go Glasgow City Centre plus 1 mile. Ooh, this looks good. Let's see. We've got a 1-bedroom flat. A 1-bedroom flat. A 1-bedroom flat. A 1-bedroom apartment. A 1-bedroom flat. Look at all of this. A studio flat. A studio flat that looks really well furnished. It has a fold-out bed. And it has a bathroom that looks really good. I should have never left Scotland. Gods. And this was £595 per calendar month. That is a fucking amazing price. I remember when flats like this cost £300 per calendar month. Ah! The deposit is off, though. The deposit is £900 a month. That is illegal. That's the one worrying thing about this place. But honestly, I would be fine with paying £900 on the deposit for this place. Like, yeah. Let's see, what else have we got? 699, 1-bedroom flat. 595, 1-bedroom flat. 695, 1-bedroom flat. Like, yeah, it's like, here's the thing. I used to live here. I used to live in Ibrox, in Glasgow. 695 per calendar month, 1-bedroom flat. Like, it's so much better. Like, I'm sorry. This place has a separate bedroom and a separate living room and a separate bathroom. And it's £695 a month. I could sublet the living room. Like, my god. Anyway. Let's go look at Edinburgh. Because that's gonna be worse. Edinburgh City Centre. Under 700? Nothing. Within 1 mile? Nothing. Within 3 miles? 1. And it's a 1-bedroom house share. Because I haven't turned these filters off this time. Let's up the price. Let's go back down to 1 mile. And let's up the price. What's under 800? We have one that's 785. It's a 1-bedroom flat. It looks fine. Except that it's not a one-bedroom flat, is it? No, it is a one-bedroom flat. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, one-bedroom flat, £785 per calendar month. Yeah. No, that's fine. That's decent. But it's still relatively expensive. Let's go to 900. We get one extra place. It doesn't have any pictures. I worry. 1,000. Anything in Edinburgh that is worth living in is going to be at least £1,000. But Glasgow, you'll find a decent place to live there for less than 600. Which is really good, and I'm really sad that I moved away from Glasgow. Oh. So the salary bracket that you're meant to afford these places at is at least 25k a year. But a lot of people don't make that much. So yeah, like in Scotland, housing prices are actually relatively proper. Ooh, shall we look at London? Shall we look at London? Anything under 700. Ooh. Let me guess. These are parking spaces. Yes, they are. They're all parking spaces. My God. And garages for £600 a month. Or 600... That's fucking... Ooh, hold on. Hello, you're actually relatively decent. It's a flat for £674 a month. It's relatively small. It's a studio flat. Wait, no, hold on. Shared kitchen. Okay. Shared kitchen isn't too bad. Shared bathroom is what I worry about. Yes. Yeah, no, London is London is tooth and nail, honestly. London is tooth and nail. Is 25k like if you're married and both are bringing in that? No, 25k is what your average full-time worker will bring in. Most people in England work, well, most people in the UK work a full-time job. But at the same time, yeah, like, Cass works full-time and they only make 15k. The 25k is known as the average, but it's not the median. Is it the median or the mean? I don't remember. But the point is, there are less people earning way more that are pushing that average up, essentially. And most people on average will earn between 12 to 17,000 pounds a year. £12,000 is the minimum where you won't get taxed, essentially. £12,000 a year is where you will not get taxed because you don't earn enough to be taxed. And I know that because I have never earned over £12,000 a year. I've never gotten that amount of money. Ever. So, yeah. It's bad. In the UK, a lot of low-end earners are taxed pretty low. In fact, UK tax brackets. So this is the UK tax brackets. Up to £12,570 a year, you are taxed at 0. As soon as you hit 12,571, you are taxed at 20%, which is horrible for most low-income earners. Anyone above that is at 40%, and if you earn over £1,250 a year, you are taxed at 45%. But anything above that is still only taxed at 45%. When realistically, anything over £1 million, if someone is bringing in over £1 million a year, they should be taxed at 100%. Because the way it works, right, is essentially the way that the UK tax system works is you will be taxed 20% of anything that you make above this, essentially. So, at least as I've been informed to understand it, anything that is above that, you will be taxed on. You will always earn £12,571 a year, regardless of what your tax bracket is. But anything above that, that is what will be taxed, essentially. So yeah. It's grim, and yeah, I don't have a job, technically. This is my job, everybody. I work from home, and I do this for a living, and I write, and I am poor, because I am disabled, and nobody wants to hire me. But also, the government thinks that as long as I'm not 100% disabled, I can still work. So, yay! Yeah, you're not much better off if you do work. The only difference with if you do work is you don't have the threat of the DWP cutting off your benefits whenever they feel like it. Yeah. The solution that I have proposed. Okay, we're gonna stop looking at this now. It's depressing. The solution that I have proposed, or that I would propose, is a landlord reform bill, or rather more accurately, a corporate landlord reform bill. So, one of the major reasons why housing prices are so skyrocketing here in the UK is because a lot of properties have been bought up by corporations to sell as, like, Airbnbs and to sell as serviced flats that you only stay in for a few weeks. And they're billed to high heaven, and it's not great. Yeah, no, that's the same thing here, Raven. Like, I get £695 a month that pays my rent, because I'm technically on ADP, so I get to claim that I'm disabled. In that I am disabled, it's just that I need the documentation to prove it. So I get a full payment on my rent, which is nice, I guess. And then I get, on top of that, another £300-ish to pay for bills, food, and everything else. which is not enough. It's not enough to make a savings, that's for sure. Yeah. No, I know exactly. I know exactly how that is, Raven. Yeah. No, I understand that completely. It's appalling. And I've been... Tomorrow, I need to apply for PIP. And I need to make my case, and I need to fill in some forms, and then I need to send them off on time, because if I don't send them off on time, it will be a black mark against me getting PIP, but also the reason I need to get PIP is because I have ADHD, which prevents me from sending things off on time. Sorry. And yeah, just I need to apply for PIP, because if I don't apply for PIP, then I will not be able to survive, because my ADP ended in July. Because ADP is the version of PIP that is in Scotland, essentially, when you leave Scotland, ADP stops. And you can't... Here's the interesting thing. You can transfer your PIP claim to an ADP claim perfectly fine. You cannot transfer your ADP claim to a PIP claim, because the ADP's assessment restrictions or assessment criteria is slightly more lax than that of PIP, in that they actually assess people properly and aren't trying to hit a specific margin. Hi, Barry. I was wondering where you were going with that, but alright. Oh, God. Yes. Thank you for derailing me from my anti-capitalism rant. Oh, I feel like Brennan Lee Mulligan. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, God. I don't remember what we were doing. We were doing something earlier, and I've completely forgotten. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I am exhausted, guys. No, well... Okay. In fairness, I will never tell you how to vote. And I will never be so political as to actively be detrimental to everyone's enjoyment. I am not political in the way of, like, I will tell you who to vote for and what to vote on, etc., etc. I am political in the way that I will tell you that the world is shit and there is stuff that we could do to fix it, but the people in power don't want that. And that's the extent of it, really. Finding out what the white line meant? Yes. We need to figure out what the white line means. I don't know what it means. You reminded me of a Dr. Watson joke? Oh dear. I sincerely hope that never happens either, Cass, because... yeah. it's like as a point. I also have a spot on my sofa that people could take. Admittedly, it's a very small sofa in a very small studio apartment, so there won't be much space. But if they need a place to crash, you know, it's... yeah. It's a time. It's a time. But yeah. Yeah. I don't have access to the roof of my building, so probably not, killer. Oh boy. Okay. Calming down. Bringing myself back down to ground level. Letting my blood pressure lower a little bit. Okay. This is what we were working on. We were working on these rooms here. Yeah, I stole Lal. I stole them away. And I made them my obedient employee. Except that none of us get paid because we're all poor! Even me. Even me. Even me in Minecraft, I'm still poor. Just as I am in real life. Okay. Oh, God. I would love to just have a day, right, where I don't have to worry about finances and financial ruin and being homeless if I say the wrong thing to the DWP. It's fucking stressful. Oh. It's very stressful. You know, you're not wrong, Raven. You're not wrong. Oh god, here we go. So Dr. Watson and Sherlock Holmes are out camping, right? So at night, Sherlock lies on his back and looks up, elbowing Watson. "My dear doctor, look up at the night sky. What do you see?" The doctor responds, "Well, from a meteorological standpoint, it seems like we're having a fair night. Astronomically, I see the Little Dipper, I believe. And philosophically, seeing space in all its grandeur makes me ponder how small we really are." Holmes nods for a second and then adds, "I meant to point out, someone stole our tent." I remember that one. I remember that one. I know that one well. Oh, very good. Very good, Barry. Very good, Barry. Very good indeed. Okay. Can we... Oh, I see. Oh. Well. Right. Okay, so there are a few things we need to do here. We need to establish these interviewing rooms for the doctors. We need to figure out what's down there. We need to fix that. I need to open the secret passage. There was a secret passage here, and you never knew about it. This goes down to the memory department, and this needs to be fixed at some point, I'm sure. Ah! Sherlock is annoying to me. The TV show specifically. Sherlock drives me a little bit nuts. Because the character is fun. And the stories are interesting. But the overarching plot of Sherlock is kinda garbage. And they're not very well written as characters, because quite a lot of it is Moffat. And Moffat doesn't write well. BBC's Sherlock, Alexander. The newer one. I say newer, it's relatively old at this point. Like, don't get me wrong. I like Sherlock as a show. I enjoy it. I also think that some of it could have been written a little bit better. That's just my personal opinion, though. Okay. I like Moffat in his writing. I like Moffat in his writing in that Moffat's writing is good for single episodes and good for general character arcs. Gatiss is not great. I will agree with you there. Mark Gatiss has issues. Yeah, Mark Gatiss has issues. I will forever be a Russell T Davies fan, honestly. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy a relatively decent amount of Moffat stuff. However, I also have issues with some of the writing and some of the episodes that irk me. Like, it's a weird thing to explain, right? There are times where Moffat's writing shines really well. And then there are times where Moffat's writing kind of falls flat, like the Christmas episode where they meet the First Doctor. Yeah, you can say that about literally any writer ever. That is true. I will agree with you there. 100%. Well, that's the thing, really. I wouldn't describe myself as a fan. I wouldn't describe myself as a fan of either writer, to be honest, or any of the Doctor Who writers. I would describe myself as a fan of the actors. But I've never found myself putting enough thought and effort into a writer's ideas to really become a fan. Specifically in a film and TV context. Books are a very different matter for me, because I'm a Terry Pratchett fan, and I always will be. But in a writing and TV context, I put less stock in being a fan of solely the writing. I see, Raven. Yeah, no, I stayed away. I stayed away. I ran away from that side of Tumblr discourse. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think as a writer myself, I think that every writer should be subject to criticism. Not necessarily like it has to be constructive, obviously. And I'm not gonna say like Moffat was bad about everything, because he wasn't. He wrote some really good episodes, and he wrote some really interesting character arcs. But there are times when Moffat's writing does fall a little flat. And I think that happens with every writer. It certainly happens with my writing, I know that much. And yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not a major fan of Moffat, and I'm not a major fan of Russell T Davies. I like both of their work to some degree. I will say I am definitely not a fan of the writer that wrote for Jodie Whittaker. He did not great. And if I recall correctly, he's also the writer that wrote Torchwood's Cyberwoman episode. Yeah, Chibnall is... oh, God. Yeah. Chibnall is bad. Like, Gatiss is meh, and like Russell T Davies and Moffat are still two of the better writers for Doctor Who. Oh yeah, no. Here's the thing. I liked the characters. I did not like the writing. And there is a clear distinction. I loved Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. I hated the writing for Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. Yeah. And I hated the arcs for Jodie Whittaker's Doctor as well. Because the Master in Jodie Whittaker's version was... I don't blame the actors, basically. That's my whole thing. I don't blame the actors. And there were some things that could have been done better. And there were some things that could have been worse. But yeah. Yeah. No. He wasn't interestingly written, Raven. He was badly written. The actor was really good. The writing was appalling. It was bad. And the entire storyline of, oh, yes, the Doctor is actually just completely immortal. There are no stakes to regeneration anymore. Yeah, but that's more due to the writing at the end of the day, Corv. That's at the end of the day that is just due to the writing. And as we've established, Chibnall's writing is bad. We do not respect Chibnall in this house. We do not respect Chibnall in this house. Yeah. Also, hi Dusty, do you want to join me in call? I'm spewing words that are British. Chibnall shoehorned it in last minute, some half-assed way to appease shippers. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I find... Hold on. Okay. This is the... Yes. I have difficulties when it comes to various writers. Chibnall is certainly one of them, but I'm just like, no. Just go away, please. Yes, I prefer that. Do. That's better. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. The best Ncuti Gatwa episodes. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna say something slightly controversial now. Possibly. My favorite Ncuti Gatwa episode is 74 Feet. Which is weird to say. Or 73 yards, sorry. But it's weird to say because it's the one episode where Ncuti Gatwa isn't really present. But it's one of my favorites. Oh, yes. Devil's Cord is good as well, though. Jinx Monsoon's portrayal as the Maestro is glorious. It truly is absolutely glorious. But yeah, no, I mean... I felt... I personally like 73 Yards. 73 Yards is probably one of my favorite episodes so far. Just because of the way it links in to everything else, essentially. The Pantheon thing did fall a bit flat, I will agree. I do feel yeah. I do feel like sorry, my brain is catching up with itself right now. The whole arc of the last god is death. Empire of Death was not as much of an interesting episode as I would have liked. I will agree that the writing for Empire of Death was a little flat. Dot and Bubble was really sad, in my opinion. And it's not my favorite episode by far. Yeah. Like, I definitely agree that it was good in some ways and terrible in others. But yeah. No, yeah, the Devil's Cord, 73 yards. I did really like Rogue as well. The Devil's Cord, 73 yards, and Rogue. Those are my favorites, with 73 yards coming in first, the Devil's Cord in second, and Rogue in third. Just because, like, the Jinx Monsoon's portrayal of the Maestro in the Devil's Cord is so fun. It's so fun. I really enjoy it. We've gotten a little bit sidetracked today. I was building stuff for the medical department, and now I am just talking about Doctor Who and my favorite episodes of Doctor Who because yeah. Yeah, that's probably the least of the plot holes, Corv. I'm gonna be honest. Like, my god. Doctor Who is filled with them, and you kind of just have to ignore them and enjoy the story for what it is. At the end of the day... Yeah. I know... Okay, in fairness, this is a mindset more for my own personal mental health than anything else. In that, I know that if I overanalyze something and try and find all the plot holes and figure everything else, like, I know that if I analyze too many plot holes and stuff, I will just stop enjoying the show. And there are the little plot holes that are really fun, that just they never get resolved, but they're still fun for the episode, and those are fine. It's just the big ones that are like spanning centuries that everyone wants to bring up because it's a thing. Those are the ones that I find myself shying away from. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you there, Raven. Like, there are definitely... And I like that sometimes they do go back and resolve specific plot holes. And I like that sometimes they don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Everybody has different ways of enjoying and consuming media. And that's okay. That's okay. Everyone is allowed to have their own understanding of how everything affects them. And how the things that they enjoy are different to how other people enjoy things. I think anyone can take a look at any show from a specific angle and say, oh, it's bad. Anybody can do that. But why would you? You know? Like, what's the point of trying to find all the bad things in a show just so that you can make it less enjoyable for other people? No, I do agree. I do agree, Raven. There is a difference between this is a flaw and this is bad. That is a truth. That is a truth. Like, there is always a difference. But I will say, there are people out there who will simply search for the worst parts of a show so that they can criticize them and point them out. And that's not the show's that's not the show's problem. That's the people's problem. And I prefer to look at shows from the perspective of, well, I'm going to find stuff that I can enjoy about this show, because otherwise what's the point in watching it? You know? And I feel like that's important, that you need to find the stuff that you enjoy. Specifically, like, you need to find the stuff that makes you happy to watch this show, sort of thing. Like, if the show you're watching does not make you happy, or you don't enjoy it, then there's no reason for you to really continue watching it. What's the point? Yeah, no, a balanced analysis is always important. I do agree with you there. I find it difficult to put my thoughts into my words without reviewing them 7 different times in a Word document as a draft. Yeah. Sorry. But no, I like, for example, a lot of people find... Okay. I'm probably gonna uncork a can of worms here. Any season past season 3 of Voltron, the new show, was fucking garbage. Oh god. Yeah, I didn't watch past season 3 because they kind of ripped the plot apart and destroyed all the characters, and I was very disappointed. Yeah. There, I said it. I said it. Gods. Someone's gonna find this VOD in 12 years and they're gonna go, oh no, you didn't, I'm gonna write a call-out post. I enjoyed Voltron to start with. I enjoyed the characters and I enjoyed the style of the show. But past season 3, everything kind of fell apart. There was this really... Okay. They essentially did a bunch of queerbaiting, and then they buried the gays, and everything's kind of fucked. It's... yeah. Yeah, There are shows out there that I really like, and then there are shows out there that I got halfway through and was like, what is happening? But yeah. Oh, gods. Did they untrans Pidge's gender? I think they might have, Raven. I think they might have past season 3. They made Pidge, oh yes, this is girl. And kind of destroyed that entire character, which was very disappointing. Hi, Yarrow. Like, they had a really good romantic setup between the Red and Blue Paladins. It could have been a really good enemies to lovers arc. And they destroyed that past season 3. Shiro was gay. His husband is dead. Now Shiro is dead. It's like... yeah. Disappointed. Fair enough, Yarrow. Fair enough. We're probably actually gonna finish up soon. Because I have suddenly gained motivation to write, and I can't share my writing on stream. That makes me really, really anxious. So, and also I need to cook dinner. I need to cook dinner because I haven't had anything to eat today. I just realized. Ooh, shit. Yeah, that's bad. I forget to feed myself a lot. Don't worry about it. I'll fix that soon. Yeah. Okay. Ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof. I think I'm gonna cut it, or call it, rather, here, for the evening. Thank you all very much for joining us. I hope you had fun talking about capitalism and anti-capitalism and politics and, you know, everything under the sun. I'm going to go and raid a lying in bedmon who's currently doing some World of Madness SMP and is building a furnace array, I think. But yeah, thank you all very much for joining us this evening, everyone. I hope you had fun. We'll be back on Sunday for some Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, have a very good evening, everyone, and a very good night, and we'll see you all next time. Ta-ta for now.